Because of this, talk about what inspired you to get into the horror genre.
Well, there's a lot that inspired me to get into the horror genre. First of all, I was always a fan, even though I wasn't allowed to watch. Number one. Number two, my big brother is Tony Todd, plays Candyman. That's been pretty influential. Also, I always wanted to play the bad guy in a movie. I didn't think that I'd get hired to be one, but me being a scream queen in the horror genre has afforded me to be just that. So I usually play the heel, the villain, or the bad guy, whatever you want to refer to it as. And I love doing that. I love becoming something different that's not necessarily a person, but maybe a thing. And it gives me a lot of freedom and liberties to turn something into something that I've wanted to turn it into, even based around other people's concepts. You know?
Talk about what it means to be a scream queen.
Well, I feel like scream queen, the term has gotten a bad rep, but I personally love being coined as a scream queen. And fun fact, Playboy named me one of the top sexiest scream queens ever, and I made that list with Debbie Rochon and Tiffany Shepis and Jamie Lee Curtis. I believe Linnea Quigley too. But in any event, I love the term scream queen. It's always meant a lot to me. It's empowering to me, actually. And Jamie Lee Curtis is the epitome of that. I don't know whether she really loves the term scream queen or not, because I'm not sure, but her being the final girl, you know, is like the highest of scream queendom to me. I love it. If I got to play, you know, the hero or whatever, I would love to be the final girl, but since I'm usually the killer, I get killed off. But yeah, the term scream queen does mean a whole lot to me, and I tote that everywhere I go. I am a scream queen.
So what advice would you give to those who aspire to be scream queens?
I would say never give up. You'll get 1,000 no's for things that you want to do, and before you get a yes, develop your own character of like yourself, who you want to be, what you want to do, and stick to that. Always be willing to listen. When you're on set, watch everything. Don't just wait for your part. Watch everything. I mean, being a scream queen is basically still being an actress. And I feel like in order to embody being a really good actress and being good at what you do, you should learn or know everything that's going on around you. Always want to know more about everything dealing with production and not just your part in things. But more importantly, you can't give up. Just never give up, because you're gonna get so many no's. You're gonna get people to talk down about you. Don't fall into any of that. Keep your focus.
Are there particular horror films that inspire you now, or there have been ones that inspired you to get into the genre?
Well, growing up, I loved The Fog. And it was something about the original, of course. Something about the original Fog and movies like Christine that was kind of like out of the box movies. I mean, the car, it's possessed. It's not a person. Those things were something that called to me. So those kind of things inspired me. I mean, I guess it inspired me to want to be a bad guy for whatever the reason. But they were inspirational and pivotal to me wanting to do this more.
What do you see as the future of horror movies, and what role do you see yourself as?
Well, I cannot foretell or foresee. I've been asked this a lot, but quite honestly, I'll say I have no idea where horror is going or what turn it's going to take. I just know that I want to continue to be a part of it and start to have more of a handle on what I want to do, like more control over the characters I want to play. And if I don't see any out there that I can play, I want to create so that I can get my vision across to other people.
Any final thoughts to your audience as to, you know, what you want to do, what you're working on, what you want them to know?
Well, I'm traveling around to do a lot of conventions and movie premieres and stuff like that. I know it sounds weird to just say, if you Google my name, Monique Dupree, you'll see all of my stuff that I'm doing. But I also want to say something that has nothing to do with horror or whatever. I just want to tell everyone to take care of your mental health, yourself. We are upon hard times, and I just see so many people fall into such a deep funk. Remember that you are strong, you are beautiful, and you can do this. You're allowed to have down days and down moments, but just remember the part where you pick yourself back up and continue on. Because I know you have the strength to do it, because I do.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.